I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
It's truly frightening.
This is
Because you were home.
Oh man, I got this. Big one for me too, man. Yeah.
Happy Thursday. I'm ready for the weekend, and I am also ready to discuss tonight's movie. It's going to be a retro review. And welcome to Three Corners of Horror live here on Horror Fiend TV. Tonight, it's the four corner with us, so the whole family is here. Lexi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Did day shift today, so I'm a little off track and sleepy.
Man, you're
And
so
also-
depressed, man. Let's go. Look at that energy.
But I'm also planning a Sweet 16 for my daughter, so it's been stressful.
I can get that. JR, the villain.
Hey, the Sense of Madness, like H.P. Lovecraft always wrote about. But yeah, let's try to figure out who the hell the villains were actually in this film.
Very good point.
Yeah,
Ricky,
let's
my
talk
brother,
about that
how
one.
you doing?
What up, son? What up, son? Yo, we are cheering for big bottles of beer. I am ready. I've been dying for this sip, man. Oh. I got some new rum. I got some brew, and we're gonna talk of a fucking movie I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm glad we got the chance to do this one. 20 years, brother. Damn.
20
son.
years, yes.
Almost as old as I am, son.
And what is this movie about? It's about friendship, bonding, healing, spelunking, caves, claustrophobia, cannibals. This is The Descent, directed and written by Neil Marshall. And only because we normally say 2 to 3 people, I gotta read everyone's name off of this because the entire cast, all female cast, kicked ass. You have Shauna McDonald as Sarah, Natalie Mendoza as Juno,
Mendoza.
Alex Reed as Beth, Mayanne Buring as Sam, Saskia Mulder as Rebecca, and Nora Jane Noon as Holly. So, again, if you have not seen this movie, it was released 20 years ago. That's why we're doing this retro review, and it's going to be spoiler-filled. But this movie is basically about a group of friends who decide to be stupid and go into caves. I know. It's a good movie because somebody else decided to do this. But the beginning, a tragedy happens. I'm gonna leave it for Lexi because it's a first watch if she wants to comment on that. But a tragedy happens at the beginning of this movie, and then the group reunite to go cave diving, which was supposed to be a planned dive or whatever you want to call it. And one of them, Juno, she decided that she was going to take them somewhere that nobody's checked out before, all to try to name it after either herself or Sarah or the kid. Who knows? But this is how we end up in this fucking claustrophobic masterpiece. So, Lexi.
Wait a minute, Joe.
Oh, sorry. I'm excited.
My baby. Hello. Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Hey, we had a comment earlier. Oh, it's not here. I guess it doesn't show in the live because it wasn't.
It wasn't live so
DeRay,
much.
DeRay left us a comment, but it was before we went live. But DeRay, thanks for that comment. We did read it. At least I know I read it. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you love this movie. We love it too, man. Hey, y'all. I have a lot to say about this one, but I was told to wait. Oh, and I really liked it, though. Did it at first. Interesting. All right. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, Adam. And hola, familia. Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen.
Thanks for hopping in. Our favorite queen is in the house. All right, Lexi, if you want to start it off, floor is yours.
So it was my first watch. 20 years. That's crazy that this was 20 years ago. But my first watch, I feel a little bit of a JR feeling right now. Like, does it still hold 20 years later? For me, I guess because it's my first watch, I really liked it. It's not what I expected, given the cover of it. I didn't know what to expect. I don't watch trailers anymore, thanks to you guys.
Good job.
Well, thanks to Rick. Thanks to Rick.
Yes, you're right. Thanks to Rick. And,
Joe's a little bit on my side now. JR, I'm still trying to convert, but JR's been a little better at it as well. So.
I don't watch horror movie trailers.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, the beginning of this film was hard to watch. I'm glad they didn't show, like, when the car accident happened. Um, I'm glad they didn't show the kid in the back. I mean, you knew that the kid went out first because the pole splattered blood into the father's face, and then the father went out. So that was really hard to watch, and to know that, you know, it was just sad, so tragic, and to wake up, you know, your family gone. It's so tragic. I felt so hardly for Sarah. It was just hard to even watch that part. But let me just go back a little bit. Let's talk about Juno, that bitch ass hoe. In 2.5 seconds this movie started, I already knew I didn't like her. Call it woman's intuition. I can read a bitch 10 miles away, okay? I knew the second the husband of Sarah took off her helmet, and then Beth, I think, turned around and just was like, that's odd, because they had that little look. I knew damn well they were sleeping together. I'm just psychic that way. I don't know. Women's intuition. I knew
was just gonna
from the
ask
jump.
that. Women's intuition. She said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just knew from the jump. In 2.5 seconds that movie started, I wasn't gonna like this bitch because, you know, a bitch can tell. So that she definitely started off with like a very bad vibe for me. As the movie progressed and we got to the scenes where you know, they run into the creatures in the caves and stuff. But I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. I didn't even say whatever your name was. I did not even say what
that
the
happens
name
to
was.
Joe all the time.
It does.
So I don't even know what I was interrupted. So, oh yeah, when we got to the point where, you know, they got in the caves, they run into the creatures, which were fucking awesome. Really cool looking, slimy. It was just awesome. I loved the way the creatures looked. But the part where I was screaming at the TV a lot because I was really hating Juno. There was, like I said, I felt the vibe from the very beginning, 2 seconds into the film, that I didn't like her. And then there was points where she was like, we all lost something that day in that accident. Okay, bitch, you didn't lose shit. She lost her kid and her husband. Who the fuck are you? Okay, I can't even, I'm going to go off on that. Anyways, then we fast forward to the creatures, and she just pops off. The creatures are coming left, right, and Juno just kicks ass. I will give her that. She was badass when it came to defending for her life. And, you know, I don't think she meant to kill Beth, or, you know.
No, it was an accident.
It was just in the moment. It was definitely an accident. So I felt for her in the moment. But the way that, you know how women are, we spread it and we play the telephone game. It turns into different details the next person you tell. So when Beth is like, oh, she did this to me, she made it sound like it was on purpose. It wasn't on purpose.
I'm thinking she was talking about that she left her, though. She was still alive, and Juno would not help her. She left her behind.
True.
That's what she was upset about. At least
Referring
that's how I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw it, the fact that, well, because she said she did this to me.
Yeah.
And
it's
I was
your first
like,
time.
well,
Trust me, I caught this a second time too, because she was like, when she got questioned. I'm sorry to jump in. I'll
you're
forget
good.
this later, but
I need the feedback.
Yeah, because it wasn't that she did that to her, yes, but when she asked for help, because she was clearly still alive, Juno just bounced.
Yeah.
And then she lies later when she asked, "Oh, did you see her die?"
Yep.
She clearly lied because she said yes. But
she lied, yeah.
Go, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, the bitch was toxic from the start, and it was little things. Like, I was catching things with Juno where not only the whole, I think we all lost something in that act. No, you didn't, bitch. But then she said, she was just sneaky. She put the book back inside the glove department box. Like, there was just little things here and there that just made me feel she was up to no good. At first, like, again, this is my first watch. So at first I thought she was setting them up. She knew about the place. She knew what was in there. So I thought it was like a setup. And she was ready to kill all these bitches. I don't know why. That's just the vibe I got. But I do like the friendship that they did have amongst as a group. Besides Juno, I felt like there was just a little haterade going on because she loves her friend's man, but that's besides the point. Yeah, but I do love, my favorite part was just the whole takedown between Juno and Sarah and the creatures. That whole scene was just badass and awesome. I do like the parts with just Sarah where she's got the video camera and she's got to be quiet. I do like the fact that creatures were blind and they had to go by sound, because there were so many close moments. I don't remember the other two girls' names that were cuddling in the corner, having to be quiet, and then the
Rebecca and Holly.
Holly.
No,
Poor
Holly was
no,
No,
not
Rebecca
Holly.
And Sam. Rebecca and Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the only two names that I could never remember. I know Holly, Juno, Sarah, but I felt like those two kind of didn't matter. Sorry, but they just were cuddled up in the corner, and then the watch goes off. I was like, shit. but it was a good idea. She ripped it off and threw it. So she chucked that bitch.
Yeah.
Diving into the water, fighting. It was just so cool. Just so many gruesome moments where Kaylee's favorite kill, by the way, was, and this goes for any movie that does it, is just someone digging into eyeballs. Just punching the eyeballs out. Kaylee
loves that.
But
Ew.
Kaylee's like, I love when people do that. Just gouge their eyes out. I'm like, you're crazy. But that was cool. I just like the fact that out of all of them, Sarah was my favorite because she just went through something so traumatic. She lost her, fuck the husband, but she lost her husband, she lost the daughter, and then you see her as a weak person. The part where they're crawling through like the tunnels and stuff, and I'm claustrophobic. I could never. I like just being in my home. I'm not adventurous. I'm pretty boring, actually. I like my feet on the ground in my house watching scary movies.
No one says that part about the boring. Nobody has to know.
I don't care. I'm boring. But my chest was tightening in those scenes because she got stuck, and that was my fear. And I'm going to save it to the end, but this film reminded me of a few films. But I'll explain that in a minute, or when we get there. But in that scene, you can see her just kind of mentally break down and just like show her weak side. And I love that Beth came back and just like talked her through it, got her through. But then you just see her build into this like confident woman at the end, and just like I just love that she was the only survivor. I do feel bad, like all the other ones were kind of collateral damage, all Juno's fault, by the way. So that's blood on her hands. But the whole takedown with the stake to the knee, bye bitch. I just got creature food, and that was her distraction out of there. So yeah, overall, I loved the film. I'd watch it again. I loved the girl power dynamic.
You'll watch it again, I promise you, because I've seen this movie 20 years. I would probably say over 100 if I did it 5 times in the last watch.
I'd watch it again just to see Juno die every time. Sorry.
Well, I'll tell you something at the end about that. Rick, let's go ahead and hit up the comments real quick.
It's funny because I told Lexi, because we had a private convo. We got to that part. I told her the same thing. We'll talk about that. All right. And my man JR, exactly. We want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the chat box. We'll get to you. Appreciate it, everyone. Adam says Sarah got fucked. I'm assuming that's fucked.
Yes.
The writer of this was fucked in the head for sure. It's a horror thing. We love horror things. What was she supposed to do for Beth? Survival of the fittest. Yeah.
Sure.
It's interesting. That is interesting, but I don't think the other girls would have left her behind.
No.
And
one was a doctor. I think Rebecca was a doctor.
Yeah, she was
That's why
the
she
smart
was there.
one. She was the smart one. Yeah. Facts. I ain't going into no fucking.
Hey,
cave.
someone's with me.
I tell you what,
My
man,
boring bitches.
I would have told all y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna stay home. Peace. And I ain't going to. I wouldn't even get on the fucking plane right now, let alone get into a fucking cave.
I'll tell you right now, when I saw that scene and they got up to the opening of the gorge, I was like, I would have been standing going, hell to the no. You would have seen, you would have heard the Scooby sound when he takes off and the cloud. I would have been fucking gone. Y'all go by yourselves.
I wouldn't even go if you invited me.
I'd be like, listen, if I don't hear from you How long you think it could be down there? It's a whole day trip. All right. So if I don't hear from you in 36 hours, I'll call help from the hotel. I love you, but you made that decision.
I thought about that too. I
yeah.
was like, if I'm gonna go into that situation, I'm gonna go into like the local pub or anywhere and say, hey, if you don't see any of this crew come back here within 2 days, call 911, call the cops. But the problem is, fucking Juno
There you
gave
go.
everyone the wrong place.
There you go.
That would have killed her.
All right. So I listening after Lexi, I'm gonna say that she's definitely Team Sarah. So JR,
Yes.
I'm going to you. I'm going to you, the villain.
Well, the funny thing about it is when they actually talked to Neil Marshall about the film, he had an interesting take about what the film's really about. In his mind, it was, this isn't about 6 cavers being attacked by savage monsters. This film is about a happy society of savage monsters being attacked by these girls because they kind of meta out as much terror and pain as the crawlers do.
They got a lot out.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, those crawlers kill dogs, though. I ain't about that.
Hey,
The funny thing about those crawlers is the fact that the actresses didn't see the crawlers or what they looked like till they started actually filming the scenes. So they had no idea.
They killed so many of them. They killed so many of them because
including a child, by the way, and the mother eventually. So.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more still in there. You'll see.
You'll see.
But
Descent
for me,
2?
Yes, there is a Descent 2.
By the way, I've never seen it.
It's an interesting film, but it's funny because like the editor John Harris and Neil Marshall didn't want a sequel to this film, so they weren't really on board with making a sequel. But I will see the sequel. There's a lot.
I would also definitely.
Let's bookmark that. Not for a long discussion, but just for wrapping it up. I want to speak a little bit on that at the end. So.
All right. So then, for me, I mean, I know me and Rick will always say this in films. The cinematography and the lighting was just amazingly done in this film. Yeah. If you notice, when they had the elements of the green light, the only other color they would show is red, which is always intentional to make the red really stand out. And the fact that, like my favorite scene in this whole film, as far as, watching it, was when Sarah's on the floor and a crawler steps on her head and just starts drooling on her. And then she's like, as still as possible. And then when she goes and kills it, afterwards, I like how she stands there reminiscent of Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator with the torch in her hand, giving out that big screen because there's going to be a final battle.
Yeah.
Just for a little
saving
thing.
that exact scene for the end, but I'll wait.
Yeah, just do a little thing. As far as Juno goes, I'll be honest, that's probably going to be Joe, whoever trapped in the cave. So,
are you saying Joe will turn on all of us?
Joe will turn on all of us to make sure he gets out there.
Listen, I will tell you right now, you can ask all of my friends. I have told them all, if we are in a chase, do not be the person in front of me, because I'm going to trip your ass. So that way I can make it out alive.
You know what's funny about that?
I've been honest and
Joe's
told
saying
people
that. Joe's saying that he's going to end up like Holly. And goes,
he will be the first one running off and just screaming and stuff. I'm sorry, man.
Oh my god, that scene with the broken leg.
Yeah, no.
Y'all know how I feel about bones.
I wouldn't have been in there anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't either.
All right, sorry, Jared. Go ahead, finish your thoughts.
No, you fall down a hole, man. You reaching out. Listen, I'm walking by because I got shit I got to do, man. So
JR ain't lying too. He'll do that shit.
No, for me, I mean, I do like the beginning, having a little bit of a backstory into the Sarah character. I like how they put a lot of horror elements to it. The fact that she was in the hallway dreaming, and I'm a big fan of that because I do feel like the storytelling. There's a lot of films that if they do a backstory in the beginning, it doesn't work. This one actually worked because it gave you enough where you're building more like empathy for the Sarah character, which she becomes a badass. But I like the fact that they did that. Then you got the scene reminiscent of a Final Destination film. All right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say right at the end too.
No, right at the beginning.
That too. Actually, yeah, no, that's Final Destination.
Hold on, real quick, GR or whoever can answer this. What came out first? I didn't check.
This did.
Oh, okay.
I know, because I was gonna mention that when you get at the end. Sorry, JR. But at the end when she's sitting there and the truck goes by, I'm like, ooh, Final Destination. I'm like, oh shit, this came out before. But it's still good to we see like these little things that remind you.
That's a nice touch at the end when she drove by and she's like,
Yeah.
And think about this: when that beginning sequence scene where her husband dies, I like the fact that they didn't show that the child died, but the fact that you see two pipes embedded into the car, you're like, holy shit, she lost more than just her husband.
Yep.
Which I like how you see it. If you don't catch it, you realize later when they say, the fact that she lost her child too, but the fact that they did the imagery of just, the thing went to the back of his head and came out the back seat.
That was well done. Yeah, I agree.
Well, you saw the first pipe go past him and blood splattered, and then his pipe came through.
Yeah, but they didn't.
So that's how I knew the child was.
Yeah,
that's good. I didn't notice that.
I rewound it like 100 times just to be sure I was seeing it correctly.
Yep. Good shout.
And the thing too is when they filmed this movie, they actually didn't film it in a real cave. They built that whole cave.
Oh, it's good
so
to
that
know
that wasn't done. They actually did it in the studio. I try to do history on it, see exactly where the cave system was, but it was actually because the studio wanted to save costs and time, and then the constraints of actually filming inside a real studio. Real cave. They decided to go that route, but you wouldn't know watching the film. But
no, not at all. Crazy.
Well, that was interesting. I like the fact that it was all female cast too. You don't get that many horror movies because usually
you're right.
One guy that he's the hero. Here we go, And for me too, one of the classic scenes of this film is the stare down between Sarah and Juno.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you notice the scene too, Sarah's the only one that's actually standing. It looks like she's standing in the raindrops. Juno doesn't look like she's standing in any raindrops. So when you have that basically back and forth, it's almost like one of those moments where you're seeing like basically all the sorrow, all the pain that Sarah went through being represented by the raindrops, going over her. Now, mind you, she's still standing there full of soaked in blood. And then you have basically Juno standing there fully clean almost with nothing on her body. And then for me, we'll talk about, the sequel to this, but this film, there's a lot in this film that worked. You had the claustrophobia, which I know Rick's going to talk about. You had the action scenes. You had, a little bit of the backstory. You had the blood. Now, the thing, too, is sometimes when people hear the descent, for some reason, they confuse it with the cave, which is almost a similar type film.
They came out the same year, didn't they?
Relatively close because people hear the descent. They're like, is that the guys go, keep diving, but it's not. But yeah, this film is for me, it still stands the test of time. I know we're going to talk about that later on, but yeah, it's a well done film. Like I said, all female cast, and as much as you hate Juno, you understand her survival mode. So I'll be honest, I would have did the same thing. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna cut you and shit because their blood. Oh, what's that? You're ticklish, tickle you and shit, so they can hear the sound and come rushing after you. I'll do everything possible for distractions.
But Gia, you wouldn't feel bad that it's your fault that she's in that situation?
Nah, man, nobody tell you
he's the villain.
I ain't going with either JR or Jonah. You both.
No, hold on.
Lexi, would you do that, Lexi?
I would never do that to a friend.
I'm going with you, Lexi. I'll go.
No, I wouldn't do that to a friend either. Like, I wouldn't do it.
But if she slept with my man, bitch, you going down? Yes.
Well,
that's a different story.
That's different.
So JR, you're Team Juno or Team Sarah?
Team Juno, man.
All right, I knew that already.
Well, come on, he's the villain.
I knew. It's funny because with our chat, and I saw it, and there it is like Juno, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna be the only one on Sarah's side here. Shit, there was something because I'm gonna go to Rick next, but let's hit the comments.
Yeah. P Rock, if there is weed in there, let's go. Listen, brother. I love me my green, but that is one place you do not want to be fucking high in, bro. Trust me.
Especially in the
you
tunnels
need your
of
perception to be 100%.
He would be going in there.
I would die. That's what I'm dying.
If you're hot, you're gonna end up like Holly, with your fucking bones sticking out your fucking leg.
However, I'm not gonna lie. However, if I had made the dumb decision on going down there, and shit started going down like that, I would have been like, listen, does anybody have any fucking shit on them right now?
No, I'll drink a brew. I'll have some brew. I ain't smoking because I can't be paranoid and I need my perception to be 1,000%.
I would need to smoke to calm down so that way I can clear my thoughts.
I got you. Hold on.
P-Rock will be that dude that be like, "Yo, you guys want to get high with me too, man?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he would get smoked with the crawlers. Man. Come on.
Oh, man.
I just tuned in, so don't even know what cave you're talking about. The Descent.
It's the movie The Descent.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and Rose, Mama Rose, I grew up in Colorado. Going into caves was fun. We didn't even think about the dangers. Talk about stupid kid stunts. There's caves that you can't go into that are relatively safe, but caves like this, bro.
No. Not
I'm
actual
talking about crawling through these crawl spaces, bro.
They were this small.
Yup. Oh, this space is
I
where
felt
my
that
skinny
fear with
ass wouldn't even
Sarah.
fit through. I thought that being terrified.
That would have been me.
I thought the being terrified acting was really good in this movie. Again, because like GR said though too, they never saw the creature makeups. They never saw them. Their reaction on film, what we saw, is exactly real. That's authentic. That's how they first saw the creatures and makeup. You know. Yep. Queen says, "Yep, leaving that heifer to die." Oh wow, everyone's so like no empathy here. Never cheat on a Native American Indian woman. We know curses and have access to native land.
I got to get your number from Lexi. Oh, I'm not putting a curse on anybody. No, not at all. But yeah, before I go to Rick, like one thing that I did find out, because just like JR, even though I mean I've seen this movie so many times, but it's good to sometimes I seen it because I love the movie itself, but doing the show, you then want to learn some backstory. So Marshall, he was inspired by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Thing, and Deliverance.
For this movie?
For this movie. He also
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, because
also,
of bones and shit, probably. Ah, yeah. Okay.
He also took inspiration, mainly, from Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci's Italian horror movies.
Well, two of my heroes, man.
I know. When I sat there and I read that, I'm like, oh, I gotta let Rick know. So that's
listen.
A little fun
Neil
fact
Marshall
there.
is awesome. He did Dog Soldiers.
Oh,
come on.
Because the reason this got pushed through is because of the success of Dog Soldiers, and the studio wanted something else from him, and he came up with this. So thank you, Neil.
But
thank you for giving us this movie.
You forgot one thing. Most of the film took the inspiration of The Shining into the Descent to Madness. The whole story starts off basically everybody happy and watching how they all crumble.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was Descent to The Shining as well.
Claustrophobia, no lack of light, lack of resources.
I was gonna keep going. Rick, it's your turn,
bro. So I love what I love about this film is the strong characters. I love that. They are intelligent. They're resourceful. They're all unique. All their personalities, even if we don't know their names, we know one of them is a doctor. Holly is like a thrill seeker. Sarah has been through some serious trauma. Juno likes to be, the alpha of the group. You know what I mean? So they all mesh really well together.
Slut, one of the two.
Or the slut. But what I really love about this movie is that this film actually makes you feel something. And what I mean by that is anxiety, right? Claustrophobia, like Gio had pointed out. The scene when Sarah is in that tight little fucking crevice and she gets stuck, and then Beth has to come help her. Bro, I don't know how I trust me, I contemplated fast forwarding this. I'm very claustrophobic.
I would have died right there.
And not just being like shit on top of me or in enclosed spaces. I do not like seeing it. I feel it, right?
Yeah.
And there's also anger, fear, paranoia, distrust. You feel all of this within this movie, and you feel like you're stuck in this situation with these women, and everything is just closing in. Like there's a scene in the hospital which I like in the beginning of the film when Sarah, after the accident, she wakes up and she's kind of, I don't know if she's hallucinating or dreaming or whatnot, but that shadow is following her, and everything around her is getting darker and darker, just closing in on her until there's like nothing but darkness. I love that, because that's preparing you to what's coming, bro. Like everything just closing in on you, and I love that. And the film, it feels tangible because the way it's filmed and the situations, what the characters are put through. The hairs on the back of your neck, they rise. They go. At least for me, my hair's like, oh my god, like the tension. And you feel helpless with these characters, right?
Yeah.
And like JR mentioned, the cinematography is just gorgeous. The imagery in this film is beautiful. I mean, some of these shots in this movie could make like an awesome comic book cover or like a poster. I'm
Sarah
talking about
coming
like
out of the water. With the
that,
blood.
or even
Yeah.
Juno when she lights the lighter and she points it at the camera. She's looking like towards your direction, and just the lighting around her and like the way like the water's cascading down her face, and the use of colors so well done in this movie. The use of the night vision and the green, the way it illuminates the frame, very meticulously crafted, by the way. And that's a very smart way, by the way, of the movies. They're in the dark, but you don't know that. But whenever it's in the green, it's the night vision. That's telling you, okay, they're in the dark. So when you see all the green, it's either by the camera or the light sticks. You know, the light sources are scarce in this movie, but where they come from are all natural. They make sense. They don't feel like they're fabricating or forcing it in there just to light up the movie and make it look pretty. Everything in here is done in a way to make sense. And another thing too, the caves, like GR did bring this up. I was gonna bring it up, but GR got to it, and I'm glad he did. This is not a real cave. Everything is fabricated.
I'm mind blown because I thought that they actually shot this in caves. To be
It
honest with
feels completely organic.
real.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. I've watched this
And
movie so much. Like
when I
shit.
say that, it's like, again, the cascading water that's dripping, the slippery rock formations, the bats flocking between the cavernous like fucking like ins and outs of the fucking cave, the massive piles of scattered bones and body parts and animal innards and pieces, and the blood drenched pools of water, like when Sarah rises up, you know, out of that fucking little mini lake, whatever that shit was. It just feels real. You feel it. That's one thing I love about it. And the soundtrack is very simple. And you mentioned one of his inspirations was The Thing in this movie. And what I love about you saying that is there is a lot of story beats that play to a very similar synth that is used from The Thing. I don't know if you caught that, Joe. I know JR, you must have caught the doom 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 doom.
With the crawlers, every time the crawlers.
I'm like, oh my god, that's the fucking thing. And when you said that's one of his inspirations, god dag, that's exactly why.
All of a sudden, your brain went like that.
It's there by design. That
It's
eerie,
by design.
intense synth, like pulsating and emanating isolation. Isolation is another theme of this film because they're isolated. They don't know where they're going next, and they gotta find little tiny holes where they gotta crawl through. Oh Jesus Christ! This movie, it just like, again, it makes. I was so uneasy watching this, and I'm gonna tell you, I watch some gruesome shit. I don't watch shit like Joe that's made to gross you out into a barf bag. I'm talking, you know, a lot of gore and splatter that I'm so desensitized to this kind of stuff. But this movie actually made me feel nervous. They didn't have to, and this is all before they showed the creatures, mind you, bro. That's what the beauty. Like, I don't know who was it. Rebecca, who's the one that was climbing?
But yeah, that was Rebecca.
But they were missing one of the ropes, so she. Oh, just the pain she was in, the way she was like yelling, and you feel it. And then when the rope slipped through her hands and it cut her, and then it pays off by her having to go back. But now with the fucking wound in her hand, like shit like that, dude. They do an excellent job of scaring the shit out of you because the jump scares in this movie, again, I'm not a fan of jump scares that are overly done, but they work because you're in the dark in this movie. You're in the dark, and these creatures, and again, what I love about them, I call them creatures, but
dwellers.
They're
Crawlers.
they're crawlers. They're
Crawlers.
crawlers, but what I mean is, I think, and Neil Marshall has said this, that this is a civilization of cavemen from thousands and thousands of years ago that was trapped in this cave, and they evolved to live on it. So these were humans. Yep. They evolved. They went blind, but their senses grew to this heightened sense where they don't need vision. They're like bats. That's why they had again. It was bats. They work off sonar. They work off and that's beautiful, brother. I think that is something that is very well made, and the way they hunt like a pack of hyenas too. That's what I thought of hyenas, especially when they rip it into people and the sounds they're making. I love all that, and again, there was a kid version. It was the mother with the hair. I don't know how she still had hair if no one else did. It was kind of weird, but I digress.
Well, probably women have different like because their hormones.
But none of these guys grow hair, but the woman. That's kind of weird. I think they did that again. I think that was okay. It don't make sense, but this is to differentiate that this is a mother. You know, I think, and it works. It's a minor nitpick, but it works. But the cars were shot at 18 frames per second with a 45-degree shutter speed, and that's what gives it that chaotic like.
I love that. I love that.
It's just it gives it like that choppy, abrupt like they're in and out of the darkness, and that works so beautifully, man.
Rick, do you think the one with the hair, the creature with the hair and everything? I'm thinking like, because they literally fell into a nest of creatures. And when you think of like, for example, a beehive, the queen bee, do you think maybe she was like the queen of the
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's done to differentiate them, so you can know that's the mother of the pack. You know, so it's fine. It's a nitpick. It's not. It's not gonna. I don't make it.
Yeah,
it doesn't not. It don't make me like. It doesn't make me like the movie less. It's just a little whatever.
No.
But it works. It works. But the last day is just the opening of the film. It set the dreary and the isolating tone for the rest of the film that it would adapt. So I think this movie, after watching it again, it's been a while since I've seen it. I was on edge so much during this movie. So I fucking
every time you will see it, you will always have that feeling. I promise you, it doesn't go away.
One quick thing before I lose my train of thought. So, Rick,
I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead.
You're gonna enjoy this as a filmmaker. So they built 21 different sets of caves, and they reused a bunch of them just at a different angle.
Nice.
So that's pretty awesome.
That's like Mario Bava's Planet of the Vampires, where they're on a fucking they're on a moon or something, and this rock formation, but it's only 3 rocks. They just keep moving them around. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, too, the cave came out 22 days later. They both came out in August. And the difference between the 2 movies is in the cave, it's a similar story where those people were human, those things were humans, but the difference is it was a virus, a bacteria that got into your system that transformed you into one of those things.
I need to see that movie now.
I definitely need to see that shit.
Have you seen it, GR?
The Cave, yeah.
Joe, you saw it? Is it
good?
Not the cave. I haven't seen the cave.
I'll tell you what.
I've never seen it.
The Cave gives you more claustrophobia than this one.
Wait, is that the one? Wait, who's in that movie?
The Cave stars. I'm sorry, let me look at it.
Is there somebody that's climbing on this roof and he falls?
Cave stars. Piper Parabo.
Wait a minute, Piper. Stop.
Cole Hauser.
I saw it.
Wait a minute.
I saw it. You know why I know?
Yes, I did see that one.
You know how I know? In this
Cole
movie,
Hauser, actually.
Piper's death. I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil a little bit right now. Her death in that film when she's on the rocks and she falls. Mm-hmm. I was waiting for that to happen in this movie. I'm like, wait a minute.
People mix them up because they came.
By the way, we should talk about that. That's a good movie.
August 26th is the release date. So
Joe, there you go.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it.
Good job. Good shit, JR. That's good.
Well, actually, let's hit up the and there's one thing that's going to be in the comments.
There's no comments. There's no comments.
No, there is.
No, it's just me talking shit. Oh no, there is. Adam has one.
Hold on.
And I want to cover something that it's. Oh.
Hold on. No, it's just this. I probably clicked it by accident earlier and it took away the notifications.
So actually, it's Queen Masuro's the last one.
No.
The first one we have to go to.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Sorry, and why wouldn't Americans take the real?
I'm gonna cover that. Keep going.
Okay. Sorry, and why couldn't Americans take the real ending? Though I was disappointed in the real end, but was more realistic. I'm assuming he's elaborating on the fact that there was an original ending.
Yes, I'm gonna
good.
talk about
That's
that.
good. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I got it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Joe, we're not worried about it. No one's gonna say.
I got it.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about it, so you're good. You're safe. If I somehow did go through those caves, Queen says, I would have been done when they had to jump to the other side of the wall. Again, thank you for this comment, Queen. When I said that the women are strong and resourceful, the way they got across that chasm, brilliant. And the fact that when Holly fell and broke her, and her bone was protruding from her fucking leg, right? And the way Holly looks up and she sees the bone and she knows her situation, the way she's like, oh fuck. I'm like, what a
can't do broken
situation
bones.
to be. That was a great little piece of acting there. So this is what I mean.
And then they had to push it back.
And the way they reassured her, no, we're good, we're good. Juno never panicked. They took care of it, and they took her with her. I'm like, God dang, these women, they're way stronger than I am. So this is what I love about this movie is the cast of
Rick,
women
you
in
didn't
this.
say, are you team Sarah
oh, yeah,
or
actually,
Juno?
are you? Yeah, thank you.
I'm
Thank
Team
you.
Sarah all the way,
Yeah,
man.
all right.
I'm Team Sarah.
Okay.
Listen, man. When they came across that moose that was dead, and they're just Holly's taking pictures of it, and they're all like, "These girls got no empathy towards life. Fuck these people." All right. This is Jared, right?
I was answering. Adam's question.
Yeah. Keep
I'll read it because most American Horror wants a happy ending, which is okay. Yeah, I know why JR. Yeah, I got you. They don't like. Oh, you know what? Yes,
Wait.
foreign films. If you want a depressing ending that's realistic, it's not always happy. Watch a foreign film. All right, hello, my sons. How are you all doing? Just go on, but you know I cannot stand horror movies. Thank you, Frida. Love you. And yes, we are talking
got
about
two
a horror
moms
movie.
now.
Yes, we got Mama Rose and Mama
the
Fred.
The moms of Horror Fiend are on here.
That's right.
That's
If anyone doesn't know, it's Frida is the mom of JR and Joe. So.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you go.
and
She's
you-
always
and
in the
you
chat,
kinda-
so I gotta
Well,
say
no,
it.
she's also kind of your,
She's my mom too. Yeah.
Mom too. I mean,
She's
you've
my
been
mom.
around
She
for
calls
so
me her
fucking
son.
long. I mean,
She calls me her son. So yeah, that's my mom too.
She does watch American Horror Story.
She does.
okay.
While I watch horror.
No, go call out.
I call her out.
All right, thank you.
Love you, miss you too, mom.
Okay. All right. And in fact, it's a fact. Women are more stronger in fiction and reality. Listen, I always say this.
Yeah,
I can't push another human being out of my whatever. I don't have lap, but I can't do that. So.
Listen, us three guys would be crying over freaking Splinter in that case.
But
Yeah.
the upper body strength they must have had to do the rock climbing across just to get to the other side.
And what I liked about that is they emphasized it. You saw the pain that she was in, just trying
Yes.
to. And the fact that when they saw there was already another hook there, like, oh shit, somebody else was.
I would
here
have
before
lost.
us?
I would have felt.
All right, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Only because I got to do it really quick. I want to give Adam, my husband who comments on here, a little shout out because he got me the Superman.
Dude,
sure
you
to
know who
check
you
out
look like?
Superman.
The Eradicator. You know what I'm
got the
talking
curl
about, right?
going.
I know who you're
too.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know who
you know what I'm talking
I know who you're
about.
talking about. But yes, no, he got. Oh no, Rick goes, you got to do the curl, and I'm like, Lexi called me out for not doing the curl when I went to go see. Seriously, guys, go check out Superman.
Yes.
I know it's not hard, but go fucking check it out.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
is
It's fucking amazing.
Not at all like any of the comic book movies we have seen throughout the years, and I'm not saying that as a hardcore DC fan. Honestly, it's really fucking good.
It's a
But
comic book movie.
the
in its
second
purest form.
call out
Okay,
when I
Joe.
give him, it's the glare is getting it. But
Look at
Adam
this
bought me.
motherfucker. Look at this fresh cut he got too, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're all good, yeah.
Damn, look at
But
Joe.
so Adam bought me the Descent, the unrated version. So I've been dying to talk about this movie on this channel. I covered it in my movies that fucked me up. I'm not even gonna tell you what fucked me up, so that way you can go check out the episode. Yeah, shameless plug there. But you had the claustrophobia. So back in the day when I watched movies, I used to love to lay down on the floor. I would just get pillows and lay there. Oh, wrong choice for this fucking movie. Especially, you guys all brought up the scene where Sarah got stuck. I was laying there, like I couldn't breathe. Like I literally physically reacted to that scene. She did such an amazing job in the fear of being stuck. Listen, I'm not skinny. That's the other part. It's no shade to JR or Lexi because of how small the spots are. Ricky's the only one that can get through most of those things. So all three of us, we would be like, Ricky, you need to go and find.
We're gonna have to suck
help.
it in,
We're gonna have
motherfucker.
to-
Suck it in.
Well,
What
no,
you don't
we'll
understand
have
is
to
my
stay
skinny
back.
ass would still have a panic attack. I'll probably have a heart attack
I will
following
yell at you
following
both
the panic
together.
attack.
You're the only one that can fit into this spot. But
I would die right
it's,
there.
it's the irony. The skinniest guy that could fit through the.
Rick could be the guy to survive because there's not enough for them to eat on.
oh,
so
they'll look
be
at him.
screwed.
They'll sniff him and be like, "There's no meat on him." But yeah, no, I laid there and watched this movie in pitch. I'm a pitch black. If you have not watched the channel before, my surround sound system that I have in my living room is the type of thing when you watch a movie, you are enveloped in it. The claustrophobia kicked in.
when you said that, when you were like, I watch movie, or you say you only watch movie at night with darkness?
Sometimes I will
Could you
have
be
to watch
texting
it
me
during
at
the
like
day. Hold on.
12 o'clock, I'm watching this one. Like, bro, it's like, how can you watch a horror movie in the daytime?
Well, I'm in the theaters also when I'm doing that. So I'm in the theater, so it's dark. But
Sorry,
I generally
I won't
watch.
cut you off anymore.
I generally watch my movie. I prefer pitch black.
Oh, me too.
You know, pitch
I'm
black.
not a horror movie in the daytime kind of guy. Unless it's the theater. Yes.
Yes.
So what up, Joe?
But because it took place in caves, this movie elevates claustrophobia to like the nth degree. The first half of this movie is actually showing you that these caves, JR's like, who's the villain in here? I'm gonna also put the caves itself as an entity, whatever you want to, but because it took down Holly. They had to get through this. It was not easy. They were stuck in a situation that you got to keep going to get out. I don't understand why they didn't just go back the way they came to then just climb up that rope. Who's the strongest one? Climb up the rope and get us out of here. That's a question I've always had, 20 years still. But this movie is it's in my top 10. It has, because as years go by, you watch other movies, your numbers always go up and down. It's gone up into my top 5. It's a cast full of women who are strong of all time. I fucking love this movie. And fun fact, there are 2 versions of this ending to get to what Adam was talking about in the end here. So in the original ending, you see Sarah get in the truck and she's crying and everything. And then she opens her eyes and she's seeing her daughter. And when she sees her daughter, there's a birthday cake. And as it starts panning out, she didn't make it out of the cave. The dwellers, the crawlers are all around her. Sarah dies in the British version. When the American audience was giving the test to watch it, they did not like to be so depressed about this ending. So we got Sarah actually surviving. It changes you in how you see this movie when you realize. And before we wrap it up, there is the sequel, because then somebody else got involved and realized this movie did really well. We need to figure out a sequel, and Sarah can't die. However, original Neil Marshall vision was Sarah didn't make it out. Like all of that, and I think if I remember it right, because I also watched the Fossum version, I should have put my fucking DVD on and watched the British version that I own. But I'm sitting there going, I'm like, I think she wakes up, she got hit, and she wakes up and realized, it all that was a dream. She's still in the cave. She sees her daughter. I personally love the original ending. It adds more gravitas to the fact that they all realized that somebody else explored this and didn't make it out because the cave has not been charted. And they are also. And then before we go to closing thoughts, my one last thing is that when you go rewatch it, Juno is so much to blame for some of the stuff that the husband was thinking about Juno while he was driving. And when Sarah touched him, he cowered, and then got distracted.
Fucking
so
Juno,
in that fucking moment, he was thinking of Juno when he's driving. And when the wife touched him, it was like, you watch it back again. You'll see. That's what I'm saying.
I noticed.
Just the way he goes. He turns
Women's
his head,
intuition.
so Juno distracted in that moment. So for me, I'm Team Sarah, because again, yes, you got the Rambo, you got the fire, but listen, through it all, they helped her out, and her finding her strength at the end, which is why the British version is just so gut-wrenching, because she finds her strength and she still didn't make it out. Whereas the US version, y'all got this, she pulled off on this. Adam's like, why did she pull off on the side? I'm like, she just fucking came out of a cave. All her friends died. These things were eating them. You took off in a fucking car. You want to pull off on the side of the road and just take a moment and just,
I don't know. You keep going.
Oh, I would. Well, no, I would have just.
Them things come out.
You got to let out that whatever she's feeling. You got to let that out so you can focus
what she
on
went
your
through.
drive.
But she saw the ghost of Juno at the end, right? Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
And which is it's anyways.
What's
So,
no. Anyways, take a sit to this right now.
Well,
The
because that's
sequel.
another thing.
I haven't seen it though.
No,
You should see the
well,
sequel. We should
yeah,
not spoil it for you.
Yeah, don't spoil it. No,
Watch the
honestly,
sequel.
JR, don't. You
No,
guys,
but
Oh, it
let me
has
ask
to
you
be.
something.
No,
I need to know.
I'm
I'll
stopping you
tell
from
right
doing
now.
it.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
will
Fair
tell-
enough.
Actually, how about this?
Fair
Watch it, and if you guys want to do a review of the
Yeah,
sequel,
check it out.
we'll all do it because
Check
it
it
would
out.
be a first watch for you two. But yeah, I don't, JR, let's not. Because it's
I was
honestly.
stopping you from doing it. I thought you were gonna do it.
But
No.
But you're right. No, you're right, Gr. You're right. But real quick, so I'm gonna say something right now. I know you guys, like myself, love the more dreary endings, but I'm sorry if I watch this movie and Sarah doesn't make it, I would not like that ending because not just what happens in the movie, but everything she went through prior to even getting to the cave, losing her husband, her daughter, then going through all this madness just for all right, well she's dead.
But here's the counter to that. She's back with her. She's with her daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, no,
yeah,
like
I don't know.
it is honestly like when I because again I had watched that version. It was the first time I watched the movie, which was the one that Adam bought me, and I was like,
I guess it
fucking
depends on
can't-
how
I
it's
can't
done, I
believe
guess, yeah.
this. Well, no, because the
Right.
thing is, you must have seen the American first, but when you see that one first, you're like,
Well, I didn't see
Oh
the
my-
British one, so
oh, all right, well there you go.
because
When
I
you-
never knew there was a second ending. So, I
So
must
when
not
you
have
see the
seen it.
British version
Yeah.
first, you're like, I fucking can't believe that after everything she went through, really, like, so she didn't. You sit there with more of like you question it more. You think the
I still
movie
will feel
more
the same way
as
about the
opposed
film, though.
as
Yeah,
opposed
yeah.
to her surviving, and you're like, all right, well, at least she's. You know, that's what I'm saying. That it gives you the like, you got the. All right, so she survived it. Whereas when you see how he intentionally thought to end it, you're like, wow, that's so fucked. And Adam, when we finished it, Adam goes, that is not the version that I wanted. What is that? And I'm like, Adam, that's the US version. I know you remember the British version. He's
Oh,
like,
I just think I like Sarah from what she's
which
went
is
through.
why it's heartbreaking.
Right.
And not just that, but the betray, not just losing her family, but the fact that Juno slept with her
Everything.
husband.
Mhm.
And listen, I'm sure I would feel the same way if I saw the original. You know what? I like that too, but I think this is the first time I'm ever probably gonna say this. I kind of want the hero in this movie
to survive it.
Give her something,
Yeah.
man. She's been through
But-
a lot.
Yeah.
But you also have to think that it just plays into the fact that nobody else has survived this cave.
Yeah, that you know what? That's true. That's a good shout.
It's all.
Yeah.
It's all.
That's
But
true.
all right, let's
Yep.
go to our closing thoughts.
do it, let's
You
do
know,
it.
because I still have. I know. Sorry, guys, if we're gonna keep you here a little longer because I have another.
Yeah,
question
we're still
after all
going. We're
this.
good.
I know.
We're not even
still
under.
going.
We're not even at an hour, so we're good.
I know. But so Lexi, and I gotta take that old man
Do you-
break for a
Hold on.
quick.
Before we get into that, though, we got a couple of comments, I think, right? Oh, it's
Okay.
JR.
Oh no, we got the MRI one.
Which one? Oh, oh, hold on a second. Hold on. We got...
Oh wait, the curls one. The curls. No, the one before that. Well,
Your
yeah,
mom?
that one.
Joe, do you know your grandpa had a small lock of curls right in the
I
same spot you
know,
had, but it
I
was
know.
horrible.
I know. I remember.
I don't...
Yes, mom. I remember. I remember that abuelo had that.
So look at this guy's the real life Clark Kent. Then I had to get an MRI and almost lost it. I couldn't
Oh, I
listen. If
still
I,
Yeah, I can't. I
can't.
wouldn't be able to.
I can't. You knock me out. Only way I'm doing that. My man, DeRay.
Great.
Yeah,
Hey.
there you go, brother.
Yes.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, that tight tunnel scene was really stands out. I saw this in the theater, and everyone stopped munching their stupid popcorn and just held their breath. Yeah,
Well,
I'm anti eating in the theater too, bro. I
And
hate
thank you for your comment before we went live because you it
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
appear on there, but yes,
Yep.
thank you.
I no longer watch horror movies because once I go to bed and I dream about them, it's so real. I wake up screaming because they feel so real. And by the way, I live by myself, and then I start hearing things. Listen, last week I had a dream that I was watching this George Romero uncut Dario Argento like exclusive Dawn of the Dead movie, and I was like, oh my god, I should have been seeing this. Look at this graphic nature. And all of a sudden, like the zombies were real, and I was living in Dawn of the Dead. I was like, this is fucking cool. I'm in a zombie apocalypse. I love I love when I'm almost
I
dying
always
in my
have
fucking
zombie
dreams, man. It's-
dreams.
So, mom's favorite horror movie is Chucky. Of course, Child's Play. Okay, the rest. All right, it's all.
No,
it's
no,
her
actually,
answer.
click on the other one. Click on because she's gonna mention that. Yet I think it was it Beto that she gave the My Buddy doll to.
Yeah, then we
Here.
put it under her bed.
Yeah.
Don't call my
and-
boo old man. Who's your boo? Wait, old man.
Me.
Who's old?
Joe.
I didn't say that. Joe's young. Joe's the youngest guy here. What are you talking about? Yeah, but by the way it ended, thank you, Queen. Don't you think she might have more trauma and ended up through psych ward?
Thank you.
Probably.
So
Yeah, but I don't want to
Making it
see her die. Candyman freaked me out. That's random. Candyman. Oh, we're talking about horror movies.
I will say I'm a dick that he'll be sometimes standing in the bathroom and I'll walk by and go, Candyman. He's like, stop it. And I'll walk by and be like, Candyman. He's like, don't do it. It's not gonna fucking happen. But I still
I've been
give him the
dying to
third
watch
one.
the remake. As any of y'all saw the remake?
I haven't watched it. I
It's
started
really
watching
good.
it, but I never finished it.
Because
I
it's
started,
on,
but I didn't finish. Yeah.
The only place I see streaming is on where is it? Anyway, I forgot where. But it's
That's just
only
one of
been-
those movies I
it's
don't want
been
nobody
ads.
else.
It's got ads. I'm like, oh god.
Problem is,
alright.
that's one of those movies that I don't want nobody else playing Candyman, so I just can't watch it.
So someone else play. I thought Tony Todd was in that movie.
No,
He
not
wasn't at all.
Not the new one.
No.
No, it's a different person.
Oh,
Well, they
so
could,
they
I
had
mean,
Black
couldn't help
Manta
that.
playing him. All right, Joe. All right. Hold on, real quick. Well, he snuck one in on us. The remake is garbage in
The
my
Candyman.
opinion. Candyman.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, so you're saying not to watch it, DeRay? All right, I got you.
Yeah, it's not all that great. I mean, it does tie.
I like
into
to
the other
watch
ones,
things just
but
to
it's
give my
not-
own opinion. I hate saying it sucks. Then
I'll
can't
watch
say it
anything
sucks.
once.
I've never seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Listen, I
Exactly.
always give a movie a watch. I mean, even if people tell you that it sucks, because there's some movies that people
gotta
say
have
that
your own
suck,
opinion
and
on
you
That
actually
suck,
end up
and it's
liking
really
it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lexi, go ahead and give us your closing thoughts and obviously your rate. And if this is your first time watching the channel, when we do our scores, it is 1 through 5. So, when you guys hear us say like 2, don't go freaking out. Multiply that by 2 if you need to. But yes, Lexi, go ahead and give us your score and your closing thoughts, and I'll be right back.
So right off the bat, my score is 4. At first, it was going to be lower because it reminded me of other films, and you guys know how I feel about that. However, I had to reel back and think, wait a minute, this film was before the films that I thought of. So I was like, I had to get that out of my mind and give the point back. Juno almost just like, I want to punch the bitch once at least. So when she got that hook to the kneecap, I was like, good, bitch, bye, your creature food, crawler food. Back to the claustrophobia part, I didn't touch on it before, but again, like we all said, that part, I would have just instantly died of a heart attack right there. I would have freaked out.
That's
Like the way
scariest
Sarah
part of the entire
reacted,
film for me.
100%. I would have reacted exactly like Sarah. I would have definitely had a heart attack right afterwards and just died. That was my death right there. And then to add salt to injury, then it collapses and gets smaller and smaller, and they're trying to crawl out as fast. And who was it? Beth? She's yanking the shit out of Sarah and trying to crawl backwards. So I just felt for Beth as well, because
And they lost the
she's
rope.
trying.
The extra back too.
Yeah, it was all a shit show. And then the part where Holly falls and breaks her leg. Y'all, I can do blood, guts, and gore. I say this all the time. I can watch paranormal extras and all the scary shit. I cannot do broken bones. I don't know what it is. It makes me gag every time I see it. I turn pale. I get sick. I have to pause and dry heave like a cat. I cannot do broken bones. And so when I see Holly's leg protruding, I was like, I paused. I had to walk away. I had to grab some water.
You know what was really
it's
good
so
about that scene
gross.
too, Lexi, is like I mentioned it before, when Holly saw her bone protruding, and just knowing the situation they're in a fucking cave that involves climbing and jumping and crawling.
Yes.
Imagine seeing that, and not knowing where you're at, you're lost, you're trapped. Just seeing that, I would have had a heart attack right
Don't
there.
forget one thing too. They dragged that scene on purpose so you could feel the pain.
Yes, that's
Yes.
beautiful touch.
Right. And then the part where they had to push it back, and I just I had to pause again and just dry heave like a cat. I just can't do broken bones in any film whatsoever. ugh. And then they show it. Like, why? Okay, she broke her leg. We don't want to zoom in on the goddamn thing. It was just, and that bone, it looked, the way they did it, it looked
It
real.
looked real.
as hell.
It looked
Real
real.
as fuck.
It looked real. It did look real.
And I'm just like, I was sick at that part. But yeah, the play on claustrophobia is real. And I'm sure I've told this story before with claustrophobia. I've always felt that way as a little tiny kid. My mom had to crawl into those McDonald's playgrounds to get me out of the inner tubes because I freaked out and I was lost. I didn't know how to get the fuck out. She's like, go down the fucking slide, kid. But I didn't. I was just freaked out. Didn't know where the slide was. Didn't.
I still
She had
suffer
to
that
crawl
with
in there and
elevators.
get me.
I still
I
suffer
can't do
that with
elevators.
yeah, elevators. Like, here's the thing: I can do
I'll
elevators,
gladly take the stairs.
but I will do an elevator more than 5 floors. We went to Las Vegas. Ooh, like especially when they upgraded our room and we got even higher. Like when we were in there, I kept my cool. Adam had no idea that I was sitting there like, oh my god, this is just like. But yes, so claustrophobia. That's a beauty of
Yo,
this
JR's going in.
JR,
on
you
that
typing it
keyboard,
like
bro.
Oh, sorry.
You should hit mute. You should hit mute when you type in JR.
No, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
He did it before,
But,
though. I heard it.
It's like a Clark
At first,
Kent
I took the point away because it reminded me of other films. Let me go back to that. But then I gave the point back because I was like, wait, this movie was made first. Except the one scene, which I think, so I did give the point back. But the one scene that was before this movie, that reminded me of Evil Dead. When she went into the pool and then came out all bloody, or
But
blood.
that was after.
I know, exactly. So, but it was okay. It was okay. It was a nice, to me, because you guys were talking about like the thing. I didn't think of that. You guys are really good at facts, and I love talking
Mind
to
you,
you guys
and
about
the thing, and I almost brought this up, but Paul, motherfucking Paul, he ruined this for me. This was an all-female cast, but the problem is, the start of the film ruined it because they had the hospital, the doctors, and Paul, like I said. So I was like, wait a minute, because in the thing, there's no females in the thing whatsoever.
Good little.
And in this movie, it's all women,
Yeah.
but the beginning though, when the hospital and Paul.
However,
like,
but
oh,
that is
okay,
that, but the
it
thing
was
is,
a setup for Sarah.
Well, yeah, the husband is the catalyst.
Yeah.
Of the tension between the husband and wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
between
Juno
and Sarah.
Yeah, but
Your score was 4,
that
by
part
the
did
way,
remind
Joe. You
me.
missed it.
No, I didn't miss it. I don't miss shit. I will tell you right now. Anytime we're doing this, I
That's why I
promise you
said
guys.
it. 'Cause I knew
No,
you
no,
missed
I
it.
promise you guys. If I ever disappear on the live because I have to pee, I mean literally, it's not call it out. But I mean, I'm called it
Ah,
out.
brother,
But
come
no,
on, man.
I
You
bring my
bitch.
phone and I sit there. I don't want to miss my partners in crime's thoughts here. I'm gonna listen to it. Plus, I'm also getting my other shot and my other beer. I don't have time to smoke, but I can at least knock out a couple of things. All right, JR.
No, I wasn't done.
Oh
Who's
shit!
done?
I
You
thought
kept
she. I'm sorry.
interrupting.
I did not. Everybody else did. Oh, you got barred in.
Anyways, it reminded me of the Evil Dead, where Ash has the blood on him with the chainsaw, and then the 2023 one. I forget her name, but the girl version with the blood and the
she's
chainsaw.
right.
So it did
Ash-
remind me
Yeah,
when she
yeah,
stood
you're
that
right.
scene where JR pulled up, or I think it was JR that said the scene where the creature or whatever standing on her head, and then he moves along, and then so she starts standing up, and that scene just totally reminded me of Evil Dead, and I was like, that's badass. Good shout out to that. If it was a shout out to that, it just reminded me of that. But however, another claustrophobia movie where I took the point away and then I gave it back because I was like, wait, this movie was after this. So it was, crap, what is it called? As Above, So Below.
Hello.
I think that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The catacombs. Found footage.
Yeah, and the catacombs. Yes. And that's a film I think you turned me to, and I actually really like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And so, and there was a scene exactly like Sarah's in that one. And so I was like, ugh. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I had to say. It was a good film. Did I
Well,
say
I'm
my
glad you
number
enjoyed
4?
it. Yeah, 4. I'm
Yeah.
glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, because I had when you said you didn't watch it and I had announced her schedule, I'm like, Lexi, watch it. join us. Come on, Lexi, because I knew that you would like it.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
honestly, you know, it's three. It's normally three guys, so it's great to have the girl power to listen to where her
Mhm.
perspective would be, because you know we don't have it. So, all right.
I'm
so,
glad I was on this one because I was ready to pop off about Juno. Fuck that bitch.
It's funny because when I saw you put in the comments about Juno, I went, "Really, Lexi? You're a Juno fan?" Because then
No.
JR was like, "Yeah, Juno," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, all
She
right, we
was
got
hot
the
though. I'll
villain.
be honest, man.
Oh, I love. She did another show. Oh,
Mhm.
she's
okay,
like she's from
Natalie
like Hong Kong,
Mendoza.
but she's got like Filipino and Spanish in her.
Yeah, yeah,
so-
she's Filipino.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck, I watched another show with her. She's fucking hot. All right, JR. Which, by the way, guys,
Well, let me actually. Wait, JR, I gotta
Go- go-
step
no,
out.
go-
So
go-
let JR go.
Hit,
now.
hit the comments real quick before we just. in
Yeah,
case.
good.
We're good. All right.
Oh, it's free. Okay. All right. All right. I'll be back. JR, it's all you, brother.
All right, for me. Oh, but right before you go, now the opening scene when she's in the hospital. What's the color of the lighting? Green.
Yeah. You know what? Excellent
Right.
observation, my friend. This is what I'm saying. What the color is. It makes a lot of sense where they put them. Elaborate.
And there's everything green in this film is always put in the areas where either something is about to happen or there's something basically a foreshadowing. Just think about the foreshadowing in this film.
Mhm.
What happens in the hospital? She's basically is in the dream state, is really sleepwalking. And then she awakens when her friend grabs her. But notice what happens when her friend grabs her. Juno is standing far behind her, and
Yep.
not one single person that worked in the hospital stopped to check up on them. They're literally moving gurneys past them. Nobody for a hospital for nobody to do that. That was kind of very telling, and it kind of foreshadowing how alone Sarah really was.
Yeah.
Even though I think Becca was the one that was hugging her the whole time.
Beth.
Yeah, because Beth. But
Yeah.
now this film also the next time you see the green is they go almost in a found footage camera view as you're watching it. So the whole time you're wondering, is this who's holding the camera? Because that was a found footage style of filming.
Yeah.
And the reason I was typing
Would they use
because
the night what is it
night,
called?
yes, the night vision.
Night vision. That's how you
So
use it.
the thing too is the real enemy, the villain of the film, died in the opening sequence of it. As much as you could blame Juno, the husband holds a lot of basically
does.
power.
Oh,
But
yeah.
what they do,
Yeah.
they killed the man at the beginning of the film to remove him completely and basically show what happens when you remove basically the culprit of what happened between Juno and Sarah. Now, yes, you could blame Juno for doing it,
But
but
wait, but hold on. Sarah never knew what Juno did.
no, she didn't. But you still remove the
Yeah,
one
I
that
know.
basically is
I see what you're saying.
yeah. So by removing
Yeah,
him,
but right. It's not like she was a random chick. It was the girl's friend.
true.
Yeah, one
but
of
you
her
still
best
but you still blame the husband too. The husband don't got no.
Oh yeah, 100%.
the-
Oh, yeah,
But he
no.
did.
The
He's where
husband,
he
but-
belongs.
But they purposely killed him off because now you kill off the person that knows what happened between
the
you know,
catalyst between
yes.
the tension between the two of them.
and the last film that actually had a majority female cast, because I'm not going to include the extras in the hospital, was the Stepford Wives. So this is actually one of the original horror movies that had a majority of strong women cast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, that's another thing I was looking up to. But for me, this film, I mean, I didn't to actually research it and then know that they had to build 21 different sets of caves.
That's awesome. JR,
I mean,
thank you
I
for
give
getting
them a
that
lot of
fucking-
credit
yeah,
because
thank you for
as
getting
much as me and Rick and all of us actually knock studios for cost cutting ideas, that actually worked out the best for them because they were able to create those elaborate caves to give you that realistic effect. I mean, I agree with what Rick was saying. The environment was so perfectly done.
Safer too for the cast.
Yeah.
Yes, and I like
Yeah,
the fact that
I'm glad to know that part. Honestly, that's the whole thing, though. Like when JR said that, my head went, "Oh, thank God that these women didn't have to be going through actual, real fucking caves. That would be freaking out." But at what JR, that's honestly, you're not gonna mess up my view of this movie. I'm just going to just add on that Neil Marshall's vision was impeccable for this.
The only thing that was done in the real setting was the opening sequence when they're actually on the going down the river with
the whitewater rafting.
that was actually the whole female cast actually did that. That was an actual shot of all of them doing that. So that's the only time where they were technically in any kind of danger. But I like the cinematography of this movie. I like that. I mean, I'm a big lighting person. Lighting is such a big impact on movies, and this did it so well. When I was watching it, the only thing I kept thinking is like, man, what if this was actually a found footage the way it was shot, where you have every single one of them having the cameras on? Because there was a lot of scenes where you have the night vision on that you get that perspective, especially when the crawler's like right there and you see the eye blink. I mean, that would have been cool as a found footage. And like, it is one of those films where you enjoy the experience of watching this. The fact that, I mean, not any of us are going to go into caves. So to see that and experience what it would be like, which is, I mean, we should do the cave, because the cave is another one that it adds a different level of claustrophobia.
It's more action oriented. It's fun though. It's fun.
Yes, very fun movie.
Well,
But
we could actually make it a double feature. We can do the cave and the descent too.
you guys need to see the descent too.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
But yeah, like I still go back to that scene where she stood up with the torch. I mean, that was
awesome.
Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator.
I never thought about that, to be honest with you. I kind of like. I'm still not gonna take away from that scene, because I found that was the scene where she was just like, "Fuck this shit." Like that was her.
That was where the change happened.
But go back to the Predator, because
no, you're right.
He basically escapes the Predator, covers himself in mud, and then decides, you know what, I can't run anymore. I gotta fight. So he stands on top of that tree trunk, the torch, lets out that big ass yell, and when he's holding the torch, the whole thing's colored red too. So it's
Evil Dead.
But I like that whole thing. I like the final sequence of the film where you have Sarah and Juno face to face. I love the whole backdrop of the rain coming down on Sarah, and then basically awesome. Juno just standing there. But yeah, it was a good movie. I'm gonna give it 4.5, because I still think I give the movie credit for taking the risk of an all-female cast, because unfortunately there's a lot of things with the horror fan base, I'm going to say, where to have an all-female cast, not many horror fans would have loved it, but the fact that they loved this movie says a lot about the fact that the risk Neil Marshall took, it hit, and it hit hard, because when you think about claustrophobic films, this is probably the first film anybody thinks about, to be honest. But for me, 4.5.
Good idea.
Nice.
I'm gonna start with my score first. Obviously, this is a 5. I mean,
so as you talk, I had to step out just to give you a heads up.
That's fine. It's fine.
All right, I don't want to disrespect.
You gotta make that tea.
Yeah, it's already on the
Listen,
pot.
honestly, guys, if you watch this live and Rick has to step off around this time, he's making tea. He's got his mama to take care of. His mama's not jumping on. Oh, hold on. I don't want to make it sound like shade. His mom's not jumping on to say hello.
Okay.
But mom, he's taking care of his mom. We all got our moms around here. We got to take care of. So, and so go ahead, step out. I'll finish my thoughts. And when you jump back in, we're going to be talking about like creature features. So.
Okay, you go. No, he said he'll jump out when the tea's ready.
Which I'm going now. Go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, for me, this is, it's a 5. I mean, I love this movie. I had not seen it in the theaters, but I had heard about it. And when Christmas came around and Adam got me the unrated version, and I watched this movie, and the claustrophobia, like that's the whole thing though. This movie deals in 2 different type of themes. You've got a creature feature, but you also got the human reaction to situations. And being the caves were just as much of a monster. JR, mute their stuff when you're talking.
I thought I did.
No, you're good. But you have the caves as also something that's a problem in this movie. And yes, you have an all strong female cast. It's awesome to see where you have 5 strong women. Because yes, even though at some point some of them were weaker, because honestly, the doctor that freaked out before she got her throat slit, she stabbed the crawler, shit, what was it? Sam, when they were trying to get through and she got her throat slit, she still killed him. But the women, it's a strong movie as far as women being the protagonists who can take care of themselves, who, when it came down to it, they could kick ass. I am not Team Juno, obviously, but Juno she's a great character, because the thing is, this is where it shows you the villain. Because she quickly can jump in and just say, fuck it, I'm going to kill all these people and go all crazy and buck wild. It shows the villainy in her. And then you have Sarah, a character who basically, she was oblivious that her friend, I'm going to go like Lexi would probably say, she was oblivious that her friend was fucking her husband. And this bitch was sitting there and then trying to justify that she lost somebody. No, you didn't lose somebody. This is your friend's husband. This is, because honestly, you know, when it comes to family, like family, blood, and chosen, children eventually become your nieces and nephews. This is your niece's father and mother. You know, like Juno is the perfect damn it, JR, I know you're muted. Oh, no. Anti something. It's anti-hero. Is that what Juno would be called?
Antagonist? No, she's an antagonist.
No, but she's an anti. She's no.
Oh, yeah, anti-hero, because she's a villain that basically.
But she like in the movie, because she's put in the same situation. She's kind of like a victim, but she's also a villain. But it's an anti-hero. Anti.
You said it like 3 times.
Sorry, I'm buzzed. But yeah, no, like she's the perfect anti-hero. But yes, there's a sequel to it. Lexi, you got to make sure to check it out. And
I will.
Actually, Rick, make sure to check out the sequel, because the sequel, you know, a lot of people don't talk about it, but the people who do love The Descent have seen the sequel, and it's also very divisive, which is, we love divisive movies. But yeah, I'm glad we finally got to cover this movie. I did it for my movies that fucked me up, and it's just honestly, like when I first saw it, I was just gobsmacked of how fucking. I love that word, by the way, but
I know
it's like how visceral, but yet how emotionally attaching the movie is, and not just that, because JR is the only one, I guess, that doesn't suffer from claustrophobia, but 3 people who suffer from claustrophobia, like, this movie is very intense. So the first half of this movie, actually, the cave is what we're all like experiencing, and then all of a sudden these cannibals show up, and you're like, well, Jesus Christ, I'm already having a hard time going through these fucking caves. Now I gotta deal with these cannibals coming at me. The cinematography, like, there's so many amazing shots in this movie.
They're not cannibals. They don't eat each other. Okay.
Well, okay, they don't eat each other, but they still go up and get dogs and.
Yeah.
That's surviving.
Flesh eaters. Tell them, Jared. Tell them.
All right, they're flesh eaters. But either way, this
See,
like,
Gio didn't realize that was a line from Dawn of the Dead, but it went over his head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lex is getting tired. Lex.
I am.
I know we won't.
And
keep
day
it too long,
shift is so like.
Listen,
Sorry,
I
gotta drink coffee.
I drank
Yes.
2 cups. I drank 2 cups of coffee before we went live, so I can have my beer.
And I have day shift again tomorrow.
Oh no, and I got up at 2, so I can take Adam out to a special lunch. But anyway, but yeah, so a 5 for me. I'm glad we all decided to do this movie. You know, when we started doing this channel, obviously this movie came out 20 years ago, so it's not something that would have been on our radar. But you know, we all love to look at movies, retro reviews. Make sure to check out some of those, and also check out my movies that fucked me up episode on this one, because I still did not tell you what fucked me up. I've mentioned 2 things that are possibilities.
It's on the playlist, Joe. That's all I gotta say. It's on the playlist.
Just check it out.
Movies
Just
that fucked me up.
But so we're gonna go ahead and pivot real quick, because
it's his turn to score. It's his.
Oh shit! I'm so
Jesus
sorry.
Christ, man! Put that girl the other way.
God damn, bro. I'm always.
I'm a little buzzed right now. I'm a little buzzed
yeah,
right
Lexi's
now.
half asleep. This guy's here trying to.
Yeah, I'm the
Go
one.
ahead, Vic. I know. He is typing. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
It's a 5. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a 5.
No,
Listen,
I mean,
but I will say this, Joe. I will say this though. Juno and Sarah would make a kick-ass episode of Kick-Ass.
They are on there. They're on there.
I'm
Yeah.
just,
We're
I'm
actually-
just throwing it out there.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna be a kick-ass versus and picking a winner type of episode.
Hold on. We got a comment before we move on. Here we go. DeRay says 5
Thank
for
you,
5 for
DeRay.
me. I think it's a perfect horror movie. This was not a 5 for me when I first saw it. And I've seen it a few times after, but now that I actually sat back and really watched it to pay attention, I appreciate the subtleness of everything in it. The one thing I didn't quite like, and I talked to Lexi about this, was they gave away that Juno was a complete asshat in the very beginning, just by the way she looked at Paul. And you had like
I knew
Sarah
in 2
looking at him like,
seconds.
I'm like, God,
I
Dad, they
know,
gave away the fucking twist right here.
They
They
did,
gave it
but you
away.
also, they did, but you also have to remember it was purposely done for that Sarah to not have realized any of this
But
because
forget that though. Not just that.
I
but
know
As soon as
Beth
they meet up
knew.
together, they always, whenever they got a scene with Juno and someone else, everyone else exit screen left. The camera's on Juno, and she always got to give that look like,
Yeah, I
That
know.
look.
watch me, I'm up to something. It's a little heavy-handed, but again, that's a nitpick. I love this fucking film because, again, it makes me feel something. I legit felt fright, anxiety,
Like
everything,
claustrophobia.
everything. But claustrophia invokes
it's like it's
fear.
literally the
So when I say fear, it
Oh.
comes from the claustrophobia because it's a real thing. But yeah, it's a 5. This movie it became a 5 upon this watch because I appreciate this movie, and there's no nitpicks aside. To me, there's no real flaws in this movie.
No.
From the lighting, cinematography, the acting, the writing, even like there's only one CGI big piece,
I do.
and that's
In my head, I just was like sitting there going, nobody has mentioned.
And
There's
this is-
just one little
Yeah, that's it.
scene in here.
that's it.
One little scene when you
That's
see
it.
all the. Wait, what are we calling them? Crawlers?
Crawlers.
No,
They're
it's not
called
even
crawlers.
that. It's not even that. It's
Yeah,
the
but you
overhead
see-
shot of the
like, oh,
cave. 'Cause
Right.
remember that cave does not
Oh,
exist.
I thought. See, I'm thinking about
No,
the
the
scene.
crawlers all practical. All that they hired a bunch
No.
of people that are not even. Normally they hire dancers and stunt actors and shit like that. They hired actual actors for the crawlers because they want those intricate movements.
Watch it again. There is going to be another scene where you see. I don't know, JR, if you noticed it. You see that the crawlers start jumping around them.
There are some quick motions.
But that's
You can- you
camera.
I think they
That's
fast
the way
forward.
it's
That's
shot.
not, it's not CGI. That's
That's not
it's
CGI.
not? Oh, all
No,
right,
that's
all
what I
right.
mentioned
Good,
before.
Thank
It-
you.
shot.
Thank you.
It was shot at the 45-degree shutter speed.
because
The
I
shutter
sat. All right. Fucking thank you. Because
See,
I
yeah.
really thought that
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 comes
was a
from-
fucked
oh,
up CGI.
See, cinematographers pick up on that stuff, right, Jay?
Thank you. No, that means
No, that's
that
not.
just
Yeah.
elevates the movie even more because I
The
literally
main-
wanted to
Yeah.
go. Oh shit!
Just the
this is
overhead
one
of the
scene."
cave when they get there, because again, like GR mentioned, the cave does not exist in real life, so that was fabricated with computer generated effects. But anyway, yeah.
What? Oh my
There you go.
god! You guys are messing up my favorite. Actually, you know what? I will never look at any of that.
Right,
as
there's nothing
fake.
wrong
It
with
was
that.
all-
I
it
don't
was-
mind.
no,
See,
it
I'm
looked
not
real.
anti CGI
No,
if it's
it was
done
well.
in a way to enhance
Right.
something and not replace something. That's it. That's all I ask for.
All right. No, I'm so glad we did this, guys. Honestly, like I'm.
Yeah,
and Lexi, your
Yes.
first. Watch it again. Watch it again
Yeah.
a couple times.
No, thank you for
Yeah.
bringing it to my attention. I like it.
Yeah, and actually, viewers, if you're watching, when we're getting to the score part, if you want to drop your score, honestly, we're
Yeah, like
welcome
DeRay
that.
did,
We
yeah.
want, yeah, DeRay,
Mine's a
thank you.
4, but you can blame Juno for that 5th point.
You could have gone,
But
up
you
for it,
need
even
an
for yours.
antagonist.
Mhm.
You do.
I
you do.
know.
If
Well,
you
no,
hate
and
your
Jay-
character, it's a job
actually-
well done.
JR said at
It's
the
because
beginning-
I want to hit her my damn self.
But she was not, and that's the last thing I'm gonna say before we move on. I don't see Juno as an evil person at all, because yes,
I'll
she
give you
slept
that because
with,
there was
listen, she
moments
slept
where
with Paul, but listen, it takes two to tango.
Mhm.
He was
It
fucked
does.
up
right,
too.
I agree.
And
There were
like GR
moments.
said,
I'll give Juno. There
GR
were moments
mentioned
where
it.
she was really nice.
yeah, and GR mentioned it, and one of you guys mentioned it. That listen,
No, JR did.
it
He was the
wasn't
villain.
when she stabbed Beth and left her there. What is she
Oh,
gonna
Adam
do?
did. Adam
What-
mentioned
but,
that.
All right, well, again, but what is
But-
she? Okay, that's a debate. That's not being evil. Some people like they freak out, they panic. So that's flight or
She
flight.
didn't
in a
mean
sense.
to do that.
But you
That
guys
was an
remember,
accident,
but she fought the crawler for a little bit.
Yeah,
So there was a tug of war with the body, but she just gave up after a while.
Okay.
I'm
so
sorry.
Let me say this.
She was
one
a
last thing
shit
about
human,
Juno.
but she wasn't like a villain.
There was moments.
yeah.
There was moments where she had her good side come out, where one of them where she felt bad about hitting Beth with the hook or whatever. She didn't mean to. I mean, what would you do? What can you do? She basically tricked her.
You don't
She
tap
can't
somebody
breathe.
in the back. You don't tap somebody in the back when you're in a dark cave.
Exactly. That's not her fault.
Listen,
I'll give her
she
that.
just fought these fucking random. I don't know
Right,
what they
she
are.
snapped.
I know. Yes.
She killed a couple of
And
them by
then-
this point. She killed
Not
one
only
of her
that-
friends by accident or stabbed her.
By accident.
That's what
Not
she
only
was a
that,
villain, though.
the
I still
part
would've
where the
helped
two
Beth, though.
girls,
I still would
the
have.
part where the two girls are cuddling up in the corner and the creature's coming by, and basically keeps on going and skips them. They finally find Juno, and they're like, "Let's just go. Sarah's probably already dead. Let's just go." She's like, "No, I'm not leaving without Sarah."
Yeah.
She had her moments.
Yeah, but she
That's
could
her
have
guilt.
said.
That's her.
But
That's
she
her
could have
guilt.
said, "Hey, Beth is still alive. Let's go back for Beth." But she was
And
like, "No."
that's where. That's
And then
where
when
Sarah got.
Yes,
her.
and Sarah asked her,
That's it.
"Did you see her die?" She goes, "Yup."
was
And
it.
Sarah knew.
Mhm.
Nope, she's lying, bro. She
But
wasn't.
that was
dead.
Juno's good moment. She cared enough. Although she loved her husband, she cared
Yeah.
enough to wait for the.
She was
girl.
flawed
She
as a
did-
human,
she-
but I don't think she was
Yeah.
evil or nothing.
No,
like
she
that.
wasn't,
That's
No,
but-
definitely not.
The thing is, she
good
did.
antagonist though. Good antagonist.
She sat there when she basically lied and about Beth dying. That's where, because it was like, okay, Sarah was like, I know what you did, and she tried to lie through it. She could have admitted it. Like, honestly, if we all would have been in the cave, and actually, so that way it doesn't come out like I'm playing a favor. I accidentally stabbed Rick, not because Rick tapped me on my shoulder after I just fucking fought a crawler in a cave, and I put him in the neck. I would have said there was an accident. And this is where Juno's character was, where she's a villain, because she lied
Mhm.
instead of
Yeah.
admitting that she accidentally did this, which is why Sarah got more pissed off about her Beth dying, is because when she lied and she's like, well, they got her. Well, no, you did it.
But this is where I'm gonna counter you real quick. She still fought for the body,
Yes.
and then she basically, I'm sorry. After a while, if I'm playing tug of war, I'm not gonna win it. I'm out. What else am I gonna do? But even then, she still tried her best to get everybody out.
Yeah.
So she still fought her
She
ass
tried.
off,
She did. No,
and
she
she
did.
killed a bunch
Yeah.
of them. She could have
She
bailed
did.
on anytime she could have bailed on anybody, and she did.
Let's
not
be
promise
real.
that-
Sarah killed Juno. Let's be real. She let her to die. She killed her because of Paul. I think it's because
I think she
slept with her
realized-
man.
Because
Thank
she
you.
dropped the
I
charm,
think she-
remember?
Yes. I think
Mhm.
she finally fucking realized. I think she knew she was blinded about what was going on. And
That's
she
what
finally
Paul was thinking about.
realized.
That's what killed my
that-
daughter.
And
Because she,
then
in the
she-
beginning,
by the way,
remember they
she
showed
didn't kill her.
Sarah.
Hold
They
on.
showed
She
Sarah purposely looking at Juno
didn't-
and Paul. Remember
I just want
when
to say
Paul
she
took
didn't
off her
kill
helmet?
She didn't kill her.
Mhm.
She gave her a fighting chance.
Nah, she killed her, bro. That's not fighting chance. She took off her leg.
Okay.
There's no way, bro.
But let's go ahead
She
and
left her.
just
She was a
Oh.
distraction to get her ass out.
Yeah. Let's pivot for this last 10 minutes.
yeah,
Let's go.
like I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking around. Just really quick. Well, no, because the thing is, I don't.
All right, Joe, you're nice. Come on, let's go. Let's
Creature,
go.
I am
feature.
Yeah, when
But-
Joe's
so,
nice, he
yes.
just talks. Come on, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, it goes all over the place.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ.
I also
Focus.
don't want to. I don't want to ruin the sequel, and that's why, JR, if I would have kept
We're
going,
still talking about
I
the
would've-
sequel. What are we talking about the sequel? Let's
Yeah,
go.
nobody
man.
mentioned. Let's go.
Creature, feature?
Creature features. Yes, if you've seen anything. All right, so I'm gonna knock mine out real quick, so that way I can shut up and y'all can all talk. So, creature features anything from underwater. So for me, I'm gonna say my classic is the birds. All right. Make
Oh
sure you
yeah,
check out-
yeah. That's
birds-
what JR loves that. Well, not loves, but
I like
Yeah,
the
Gio-
I like the deep discussion what birds
yes,
are really about.
JR has
Yes,
a deep connection
yes.
to that. Yeah. Good job. man.
I love the bird. The birds is an awesome one. I also, it's another you know,
Oh, he's
shameless
pulling
plug.
two of them over here. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Shameless.
no,
Oh
it
no,
always
I
does
have a
that.
list. I have. If
Oh,
y'all
I
didn't
thought it
get-
was only one each. What the fuck
Oh
happened?
no, I'm sorry y'all didn't.
I
get
would have
these.
got a list too, bro. Now,
So it's a shameless plug here, but an American Werewolf in London. There is a horror fiend drive-in theater episode on American Werewolf in London, but that's another great creature feature. Like I don't want like I'm just mentioning stuff from now and in the past. The fucking host from Boon John Ho. That's if y'all have y'all seen the host?
Yeah, of
course.
course. Oh yeah.
That's a
course.
fucking
It's a
when
little bit
I
of a comedy horror.
It is. I fucking that movie. Like when I
With
first
actual
saw it-
good CGI, right?
Mhm.
Yes! Holy fucking shit. That movie kicked ass. I fucking love that one. I am a fan of Piranha, the OG, and the 3D version.
The one that James Cameron got fired from?
Yes.
first
that
one.
one.
I would say the remake. Who did the remake? Aja, right? Alexandra Aja.
Aja. I love the
That's a
remake.
guilty pleasure of mine. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's a guilty pleasure.
Alright.
I love that.
So a little fun fact here. That's a 3D version, and I convinced Adam to go see this, which involves glasses. So there's a scene where the two girl drivers get killed, and you got boobs in 3D.
With the silicone floating in the water.
Oh yeah! Oh, Adam was like, "This is a TNA movie. It's okay."
That's all right. They got something for
It'll
you
be
too,
good.
Joe. They
Yeah,
had, you know,
I know. I'm like,
what's
go-
the actor's
oh, yeah.
name? What's the...
Jerry O'Connell's penis getting bitten off.
You saw your boy's penis, Joe. There you go.
But I will tell you right now, I am a huge fan. I know it's not the greatest movie. I love Anaconda.
Oh, I love Anaconda.
I was gonna say that.
All right.
Ice
No,
Cube
no, no,
is a legend in that movie.
everybody.
And Python.
Yeah. This
The movie
is,
Python.
Oh shit! Ice
love
Cube
that
was
movie.
great in Anaconda. Motherfucker, what is that?
my last two.
Ice
is-
Cube.
Last two? What you got, like a 10 list, man?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
that
fine.
you
It's they're
guys-
quick.
I
They're
know,
quick.
I'm
though.
just, I know, I'm joking.
No, I know,
I'm
Joe.
joking,
I know,
I'm
Joe.
joking, I'm joking.
I know.
But wait, Deep Blue Sea, which we covered. on our
That's too
channel.
CGI for me, man. That's
I
not
know, but we still covered on our channel.
I know.
And
It's
my
just
last
too
one,
cartoon.
Lake Placid.
What the hell? You're taking my whole list.
I'm
Betty
sorry,
White
it's
was
okay.
the best thing about Lake
Oh
Placid.
my God,
yes,
she fucking
yes.
fed the fucking alligator.
Joe's feeling nice. He's slurring.
I am.
Yes, she did.
But yes, I love Lake Placid. Lake Placid is a.
I love
guilty
Lake
pleasure.
Placid.
All right,
What you
so-
drinking, Joe?
Yes,
What you got?
I agree.
Joe's a little
Oh,
extra
so
tipsy
listen.
tonight.
Joe
Right,
is
Joe?
toasty.
Because I ended up going. I got this beer. It's called Free Dive.
Oh, that's like what is it? 8%? Come on.
No,
I told you
5
about
point,
that.
5.9.
Oh, dude, what the? Why are you so slurry? What's going
I
on?
know. Look at that. He's like,
He's extra
took
slurry.
shots.
boy,
Yeah,
He even
yo,
said
he-
I left
I am.
and took another shot.
Oh, when he went to the bathroom, he must have took a massive shot.
Yeah.
Jesus
He
Christ.
did. He said he did.
Yo, he came in as Superman. He walked out as
on.
Supergirl at the end.
Let me take it. All right.
Oh, so you
That's
saw
all I'm
it?
saying. I
Wait,
didn't see it. I didn't
wait,
see it.
wait,
I'm
wait.
just saying, no. That's it.
Oh, all right.
I just
all
seen
right.
that scene.
All right.
She's a complete mess, by the way.
I'm Supergirl at the
In
end.
the best possible way.
Yeah.
All right, good, Joe.
so Lexi.
No,
Go
go
to-
Lexi. Go Lexi.
So, I was gonna say Lake Placid. It is a guilty pleasure. I love it. I do like Python over
Lexi, which
Anaconda.
one is
I like both.
Python? I don't.
Python.
Python.
I don't
It's a
recall
snake
that.
one.
I know. Oh, I would hope so.
You've never. Please
Porn.
tell me you've seen Python.
Let me.
Rick thought it
Oh,
was-
I
Rick-
haven't- I
Rick-
haven't
Rick
seen
thought it was a
Python.
porno.
Let me.
No, I haven't
Google
seen
it.
Python.
No.
Is it
I'm gonna
like
Google it right
Anaconda?
now. What year, Lexi? What year was
It-
that?
Oh shit, I don't know. Let me look. I'll look.
2000.
Python is a
2000?
really good one. Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh,
a
that's a JR. It's on Tubi, your favorite.
Oh,
All right, let me see who's in this film. Who's in this?
the creature. When you say creature feature, you like
The
like
Karate Kid guy. What's the
Ralph
William
Macchio?
Zapka?
Zapka. Oh,
Mhm.
Who was he in Karate Kid again?
He was the. By the way, he's the one that got.
He's the police
in
officer,
trouble.
I believe.
got in
he
trouble.
got bullied. He got bullied in that movie. I just
Python?
Yeah.
William Zapka.
In Python? You saw Python?
No, I'm talking about Karate Kid.
All right, that's all Karate Kid. Who's talking about Karate? What's a horror channel about
I
Karate
know,
Kid?
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
Oh my
by the
God,
way,
Lexi said, the
look at
actor
this
from
cast.
Karate Kid.
look at this cast. William Zapka, right? Will Wheaton,
That's who I
Casper
said.
Van Dien, Jenny McCarthy in her prime,
Casper
Keith
Van
Coogan,
Dien.
David Barron, David Bowie, Sean Whalen, we know that creepy looking motherfucker, and Robert Englund. I gotta watch
Yep.
this movie just for the cast.
My
Jesus
Freddy's
Christ.
in it. That's why I like it.
Yeah,
Over
Robert
Anaconda.
Englund. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, good show. All right, I'm gonna check that out.
So Python is a good creature feature. I also like I don't know if this falls under creature feature, but that's the first thing I thought of was Sleepwalkers from Stephen King. Is that creature feature? Where
I've
they're
never seen
cats?
that. I don't know. How is that?
Sleepwalkers?
Oh,
Yeah, they're,
I don't
no,
like
it's
movies
were-
with
it's-
cats
it's
as
werewolves.
villains.
It's not werewolves.
Rick, I don't think
Well,
you'll like
we're-
that one
we're-
because
we're
it has a lot of
cats.
dead
We're
cats
cats.
in it.
No,
No,
it's
I'm also-
skinwalkers. It's skinwalkers.
That's the one Mark Hamill in it. I don't
They're
know.
the skinwalkers.
No, Brian Krause.
Is that a creature
Brian
feature?
Krause and Alice? It's
It's
Brian
more
Krause.
like
It's Brian
folklore
Krause
goth.
and Alice Creed.
Okay.
Oh, but
Alice
keep going.
Krieg,
Alice
From
Creed,
Star
yeah,
Trek?
Yeah.
the Borg.
Oh, yes.
What are we talking about?
Yes,
I
yes.
know this is
No,
like
no,
Sorry.
yes, that's right. Yeah, Rick, that's her.
We're digressing.
It's
we
no,
went from
it's a really good movie. It's actually it's
I get you.
we went from Karate
Sleepwalkers
Kid to
is
like
really
all over the
good.
place.
Nah,
Yeah.
we're having fun. We're having fun.
Yeah.
It's the end of the stream. We're just fooling around.
Sleepwalkers is a Stephen King. I don't know if that's a creature feature, but I thought they were weird
it is.
cat humans. Also, what was the other one? Exists with
Oh
Bigfoot.
yeah,
Ah,
great film.
Yes.
Hey, that's
I
a hor-
love
that's a
that film.
3/4 of horror. That's
I think
3/4.
that
That's
was
royalty, and
You
that's
guys introduced me to
that's
that
one of
when
our
I
first
started
films that we
watching
did.
the channel. That was one of them. Yeah.
great fucking.
when I
By the
first
way,
started.
that's done. That's Eduardo Sanchez who did the Blair Witch Project. So
Right.
Yes.
I was recently on Voices from the Mausoleum a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about films in the woods, and Exist was on my list.
oh, nice. Shout out to Angel
so
and everyone
I-
at the Voices.
Yeah.
Good. That's a
And
good film.
so
I love that.
When you
film.
said creature
JR
feature, I
put
was
me
like,
onto that,
that's a
by the
creature
way.
feature too.
JR
Yeah.
put me onto that film.
Oh, I thought it was you because
No, I never heard of it. JR said
Oh,
because that's a found
Footage.
footage.
Found footage.
JR said, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is
you're
movie
right.
called Exist. It's found
It
footage.
is
You guys
so
want,
good.
you guys
That
want to
is
review
so
it?
fucking- It's awesome.
Oh,
It's
one of the
fucking
best
awesome.
Bigfoots I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh,
I think I
100%.
said that.
Yes,
Don't
you
watch
did.
Willow Creek. Willow Creek sucks.
Bobcat Gold. Wait, what's the gold? Well, I can't even
Willow
say it.
Creek
Hey,
is another
leave
Bigfoot
Bobcat
one, but it's not good.
Bobcat. All right, what else you got?
Oh, I think that's all I can think of. 'cause
Listen,
I'm
let me
so
go
tired.
next. I only got one movie. I thought we were doing one
Go
movie.
ahead.
But listen,
Yeah.
there's plenty of creature features. But I gotta
That was
highlight,
off the rip.
and Joe's gonna laugh at this because humanoids from the deep deserves to be talked
Yes,
about, bro.
yes, it does.
It's a prehistoric coelacanth that eats
Is-
this fish that's imbued with this human growth, not human, but this growth hormone for frogs. They turn into this weird evolved version of a humanoid that now they're ready to go on the surface. By the way, they got gills and fins and shit. But they want to rape the women, pillage the men, because they want to reprocreate and repopulate
Yes.
the world with these humanoids that are the
Was
perfect
it-
specimen.
Wasn't that Lexi's premiere?
Yeah.
You mean Chud?
Yeah.
No, Horror Fiend Driving Theater. That was Lexi's premiere. Yes. Lexi was on that
Oh.
episode. Yeah.
Yes. That was her
Which
premiere.
episode?
Well,
What movie?
Chud.
No, Humanoids from the
Oh,
Deep.
Chud.
Human,
Joe.
Sorry, human, I know. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Humanoids from the
anyway,
Oh
look
yes.
at that.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
Lexi
about.
was on the episode. She just,
I was on that. Yeah.
The coelacanth.
I'm-
Remember that?
The seal.
But anyway, I don't know. I mentioned because Rob
Like
Bottin.
Cretaceous.
That's
Kept saying
Yeah,
the
you
word
said it
wrong.
wrong. You
That's
said it
all right.
wrong.
Yeah.
Crustaceous.
But,
Crustaceous.
Crustaceous.
The makeup
I'm
effects,
dyslexic.
all practical. Tons of titties flying all over the place. It got great performances by the males, all hamming it up. Great, no CGI, all prosthetics. Such an outlandish story about humanoid fish that leaves the ocean. They want to have sex with the women to just repopulate and make the perfect mutant, essentially. This is a fucking great early 80s film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Humanoids from the Deep. That's
Keep
I
thinking of
could
Chud now.
listen. I can name a million creature features, but we don't got time for that. So JR, it's all you, brother.
Yeah, some of these are gonna show up on a news show. It's coming up in the woodworks. So, things about below the surface. So just throwing that out there. But for me, as much as I like Lake Placid, I like Rogue a lot better.
Oh, good
Ooh,
shot.
Rogue is good.
By the way,
Rogue is
I own
awesome.
that. And who's the actor that's in that?
The guy, I forgot the actor.
He's not the main guy. He's the guy from Avatar. He dropped off the face of the planet. I don't know
yeah.
what happened to this guy, but
Yeah, Rogue's
What's
a
his
very
name?
good
Jesus
movie. I
Christ.
forgot his name off the top of my head.
yeah.
Rogue is a very good movie.
Oh, what a great. Hold on. How do I move too quick from this? Real quick. Rogue is a movie that's not very like. I don't think
it's not talked about at all.
It's not.
No.
And it's
No.
not horribly
It
like
should.
visceral, but
Mhm.
the tension in it. Oh
Tension
my god.
is awesome,
It's
especially
great.
when it trying to escape and there's that rope they put in.
Yeah. Rogue's good shot on Rogue. Yeah.
Rogue, I'm gonna consider this a creature feature because if they had these things that were in the ocean, I'm gonna go for the found footage route because this is another movie that people need to talk about. The Bay.
Dude, I've never seen that. I can't
Watch
find it.
The Bay.
It's not
the-
streaming anywhere anymore.
It's not.
You know what?
I'm gonna have to buy it.
You can
See, I
rent
don't
it for like $4, man.
No, but
But that movie,
I don't like
I'll
buying
tell you
films
what,
I've never seen them.
No.
I don't
I
like.
rented The Descent tonight.
No, I'll tell you what. If you,
I sent
it
you
is
the
worth a buy.
Awesome. Free.
Yeah, it's worth a buy.
Yeah, I
but
forgot.
just find it though. But The Bay is one of the most
Found footage, right,
underrated-
GR?
Found footage.
It is found footage.
Wait, found footage, documentary style.
Oh,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
It's like
it is,
Savage
it is.
Land.
Documentary style to the point
Oh,
where
it's not so Savage Land.
you will sit there and actually go on your computer to research if this shit really happened.
Bro, I've been dying. You don't understand. I've been looking for this fucking movie forever. I can't. It's just nowhere. I'm gonna have to buy it if I could. I mean, I hope it's. all right, keep talking. I'm
No,
moving
The
fast.
Bay definitely one that is not talked about as far as. Not gonna go another found footage because I've been promoting this film. It's probably one of the better of the found footage as well as people don't talk about is Open Water 3, Cage Dive.
Yeah, I never
Cage
saw that
Dive.
one.
You gotta watch that
It's
too.
a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Fast forward the first 20 minutes of the film, because the only reason I say that,
No.
I mean, there's a story, there's a backstory.
I
but it's
know.
not, the
right.
first couple 20 minutes is not the greatest of the film.
It's
But
not,
once you
you
go
need
into
that.
the
You
water,
need
fuck, it's one of the best movies as far as the usage of CGI for the sharks because it
Oh
looks so
my God.
fucking real. You all right?
Bro, The Bay is on Amazon. The Blu-ray. Am I reading this right? $95?
That must be some collector's edition and shit.
Oh no, but
You're
Jesus
right.
Christ. Anyway.
No, but
Oh,
the Bay is one of the great movies to watch as far as doesn't get talked about as much as found footage, but it should be up there as one of the best ones. And if I was to throw another one as far as creature feature
Better than
that
Savage Land?
what the Bay, it's up there. It gives Savage Land a run.
Savage
I'll
Land
tell you.
is really good.
Rick he likes Savage Land. I know he would love the
I
Bay.
love Savage Land.
The Bay's up there, and I think you would enjoy where it goes.
Dude,
with the movie.
I hate the ocean, but I love watching horror that involves because the ocean is horror to me.
The Bay is as realistic as you could get.
It can happen. That's why.
Yes,
it
that's
can
the
happen.
scary shit about it.
It can happen.
And
Joe
what was
knows.
the last one? Oh, of course, the last one of the greatest classics of all time, Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah. of
Oh my
course.
God. Wait,
The missing
JR.
link.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
So on that, I can tell you this. JR and I saw that 3D, where was it McDonald's that was giving out the glasses?
I don't remember.
We saw that in 3D where you had
What?
to
Wait.
like tune in the Creature of Black Lagoon.
You saw that? Wait, the original '50s movie?
Yes.
They
They
did
were
the 3D version.
Oh,
On 3D.
nice,
And you
nice.
had to go to a certain store.
I love that, but I'm a
or-
big creature fan.
And you
bro.
had to adjust your TV. So, Jared, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we saw that in original like 3D where you had to adjust your TV.
Lex is making me
There's a-
tired, man.
yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whenever I see
All right,
people like that,
This will be the last thing I say real quick.
Those-
The Bay's
Sorry.
actually streaming on Pluto TV.
What?
All right.
yeah, but Pluto
Really?
TV for me, whenever
Wait.
I use Pluto, it always it always glitches. It stops the movie, error, playback all the time.
Oh,
That's why
Pluto
I
That's
give
TV,
up.
what's
you
called,
mean, like,
that's
the
called
premium
free.
package?
It's called free.
It
It's
don't
also,
matter.
it's also on Tubi.
Tubi's free.
also
That's
on
all right.
Tubi.
I'll watch it on Tubi then.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
you can. All right.
Okay, Tubi.
All right. So,
I'm gonna find this.
thank you for
The
joining
Bay.
us. Next week we have I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's actually
Hold on. What's it called? The new one. What's it called?
I know
I
what you did
still,
last
I
summer.
thought it's not. I still know what you did.
No, I know what you did last summer.
It's the same title?
It's
Same title.
Is it a remake?
It's not a remake.
Why is
continuation.
it
No.
the same? Why is it the same title?
Continuation.
It is on Tubi.
Bam!
Yeah, bam.
All right. So
Wow, that's a nice
next
phone
week,
you got there.
and the fun part is she's not going to be jumping on the review, but Lexi will be there with me. Lexi, we brought out. You saw how much
Yeah.
we brought out the back row?
Confused. What?
Mhm.
Oh, you gonna watch
Yes,
it, Lexi?
We covered the back row. Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
she's-
me. It's gonna be 2 corners out of the 4 going to the movies together.
We're going to the movie together. Finally.
It's first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for you, me and GR see plenty of movies together. But
Oh,
you guys.
Y'all never said that. But yes.
Well,
So
this will
next
be me and Joe's first, but we're bringing a whole gang with us.
Oh yeah, we're missing 2 seats to cover.
Oh my,
the
Lexi, I
whole-
just realized something. What the fuck is that behind? Is that 2 eyes behind you?
Where?
Look to your
Oh,
left.
you know what? I
No, no,
was
other
kind
side,
of
other
That's
looking
the
at
nun. That looks like the nun, right?
Turn
That's the
around,
nun?
turn around.
Her background has
Oh.
improved.
Oh, what is that? Joker?
I don't know. It looks like the thing in the movie we're talking about tonight. The
No,
Hold on, wait,
that-
wait.
that-
Hold
on,
no,
wait,
that's
wait,
not
wait,
that.
wait.
Clown look, wait,
Or
the
what is
clown
it?
looking
No.
thing. That looks like the thing from
Oh,
American
it's
Horror
Brian's
Story.
Halloween mask every year.
That's
Oh,
the clown from American Horror Story. Shit.
doesn't
That's
it?
No,
not
that's not the
twisty.
clown. That's not the
That's
clown.
not twisty.
That's not
That's
him.
not twisty.
But
That's
look at
not
the eyes. It looks like.
No, that's not the clown for it.
Looks
That's
like-
It's
From-
crazy
from
the
a
way Lexi
distance.
was sitting. All you see is the eyes. I
Yeah.
never caught that till now. Oh, fucking nice. All right, let's go home, man.
I don't know what it is. What movie it's from?
It's not a movie, I don't think. It's a
All
cool
right, so
mask
next-
for sure.
Next
All right, man,
episode.
hit it up.
Next episode is I know you what you did last summer. Shit.
Is that really? Is that the title for that movie? Wait,
Yes,
this is Deja Vu. I asked that already. Right?
Yeah, you did. Man. It was like-
you did. Oh, so you're nice too. Good.
I've been nice,
Until
brother.
then, thank you.
See, the
for
difference is
joining
I
us.
don't slur.
Joe sounds like Sylvester.
Jobin,
I don't care. I own my thing.
we
Thank you
love
for
Joe.
joining
We
us.
love you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
On 3 Corners of Horror. With that, Rick, take us home.
Take us home. Actually, Lexi, you take us home tonight. Good.
Okay. What does Rick say? Stay scared.